is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It's the new year, the first video of the year, so please stick around for more content like this. So leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Today I'm introducing a new thing to the channel. If you follow me on Twitter at dbphoenixyt, you can find out what we're doing today. We're doing a follower video. I'm going to do concepts for upcoming units in Dragon Ball Legends, and we are going to see how I can make these possibly a good unit, meta unit, relevant unit. Or if you want to have a Zenkai idea, I will do Zenkais as well. So please interact with this tweet. I will leave a link in the description of the video, and let's get started. All right, so first things first, this is my own concept video for my own concept character, Ultra Instinct Goku. And I put MUI because you're going to find out exactly why he's going to be Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. So, Ultra UI sign Goku. Typing will be red. For God Key purposes, for Sun Family purposes, and for USS purposes. Because on the Universal Survival Saga, the only real red you have is Bergamo. Kefla is not even decent enough to be used on the USS team. Debatable, but let's hop right in. Main ability will cancel enemy attribute upgrades and buff effects, meaning basically like what UI Goku does, Super Vegito does, where they wipe the entire board of buffs. Restore Vanishing Gauge by 50% per ally tag, Universal Survival Saga, or God Key battle member. I meant to put excluding self, meaning if you have two other people on the same team, he will basically get full vanish back. If not, he gets half. If you're not on that team, that effect is nulled out. If you do not run him on the specific teams, he will not get the vanish recovery. 50% damage inflicted for 45 count. It might be a little bit too much, but he is an ultra unit. He is an ultra unit, by the way. So this is important to note. He is an ultra character. Draw an ultimate arts card, Ultra Kamehameha. This is the first time you can draw the card. I am making him almost identical to the Ultra Gogeta that we have received earlier, you know, in the festival. And I think last year. Wow, it's kind of weird to say that it was last year, but yep. Unique 1. While this character is on the battlefield, restores unique gauge while charging ki, similar to the purple cell. Applies the following effects itself when the unit gauge is full. Transforms into Ultra Instinct Perfect. See, listen here. Listen, guys. I am making him the first transforming unit off of a unique gauge. Cell takes a minute to transform, by the way. So this is why I did this. For the charging unique gauges, it's relatively hard to get that unique gauge to fill up like it is for Ultra Gogeta, for Trunks, who has to get hit. And for UI, his is drains constantly. So that's one thing. This, I have it to where when he charges up, it's like Cell. It takes a minute. It makes you have to be kind of hyper offensive to hyper defensive at the same time. Like how Cell is. You have to basically know when to charge and how often to charge. So you're going to transform when it hits full. It's going to have an actual different animation and everything. That's how I wanted to do. But, okay, separate from that unique ability, that's a whole side of an empty unique ability, basically. Applies the following effects itself when the battle starts. 70% to damage inflicted cannot be canceled. Nullifies special cover changes 3 times. Cannot be canceled. 60% key recovery can't be canceled. That's the basics of a unique ability. And I have to make a side note here. All effects of this unique only applies to this form of Goku. When he transforms, it will basically rewrite this unique ability from the whole thing, and it does not stack from that ability. So it's a whole different character, quote unquote. Unique number 2. When this character performs a cover change, knock enemy back to long range on enemies blast strike, special move, or ultimate art. Yes, I am making him Purple Bojack too. He will be able to basically do it at any point he wants to. Not limited, by the way, like the instant sign version that we got, the purple one, for the last festival we got before the Gogeta festival. He will be basically purple Bojack. He can do it unlimited, whenever he wants to, on any art card, except for Awakened. I think Bojack is Awakened. I'm making UI sign not Awakened because, you know, Bojack kind of negates it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Applies the following effects to self upon entering the battlefield. 30% damage inflicted cannot be cancelled or stacked. Restore key by 50 on entry. Reduces art cost by 3 per defeated ally. And that's all arts cards. I am specifically mentioning that it is every single arts card. It will reduce the cost. So if you are the last man standing, you get -6. And you notice that there's no reduced damage received here. That's not for this form. He is going to be basically a wet noodle. You have to basically, he's hyper offensive in this form. So when we go to the Ultra Instinct Perfect, the same main ability, he'll have the same main ability, but if you use the main ability in the sign form, which I forgot to add, I am going to make this activate after 30 counts. Yeah, it will be a 30 count one, so you have time. But if you use the main as sign, you cannot use it in perfect. It is designed, and this is why. Okay, when you see the art effects, the card art effects, you're gonna see why I designed them this way. You want to use it as perfect. Unique 1 applies the following effects upon transformation. 90% the damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. Increase card art draw speed by 1 level cannot be cancelled. Reduce damage received by 70% for 20 counts. So upon transforming, you reduce your damage received. Oh, I'm gonna probably increase that to, I would say, 40 counts. It's a long time. You have time to switch in and out. By the time the match is over. 70% the key recovery cannot be cancelled, and restore own health by 25%. Destroys 1 card in hand and draw ultimate arts card Ultra Kamehameha upon transformation. Yes, that is where he gets the second ultimate art card. When he transforms, he gets it right there. It's in his hand. So you can use it in the sign form, but if you don't, you will have 2 as perfect Ultra Instinct. Unique 2. When this character performs a cover change, knock enemy back to long range on enemy blast strike or special move. Same thing. Oh, and before I go on to the rest of the Unique 2, the reason why I gave him reduced damage by 70% for 40 counts, it's a play on, it's kind of a play on how long the Tournament of Power was. 40 minutes. I think it was 45 minutes. Yeah, 45 minutes. It's a joke around that. Ultra Instinct going to have a lot of defense, and it lasts that long because when he, fought against Jiren, once that went down, once his Ultra Instinct went away, what happened? He powered down. He lost all of that. But I'm keeping the damage inflicted at the same. I want him to be, like I said, super strong. Applies the following effects itself upon entering the battlefield. This time around, this is what's changing for this. 40% damage inflicted cannot be cancelled or stacked. Reduced enemy key by 40. Destroys 1 card in enemy hand. Inflicts no switch to enemy for 10 counts if any ally is defeated. Yes, Gogeta version 2. Arts card, pre-transformation. Strike will have the bonus effect of +2 to damage inflicted for 3 counts. Blast will be normal. Green is a pushback. Pushback to long range if the enemy is in range. Gain 40 key. Plus 20% to damage inflicted for 10 counts and fill the unique gauge by 15%. Blue, Instinctual Rush. It's a charge forward. Massive impact damage plus 30% to special move damage for 3 counts upon activation. And I want this one to be the one that basically Dokkan Battle has, the one where he does that punching thing on Jiren that Jiren blocks. Okay, basically it's going to be the second half of what the purple one is. Where the purple one does the Kamehameha and goes push back. This is the one where he's going to basically be punching, the backflip to the dive-in punch, basically. So I'm getting inspiration from both fights for Ultra Instinct. The one where he fought Jiren round 1 and Jiren round 2. That's in Ultra Instinct. That's basically what I'm going for that. The ultimate will be Ultra Kamehameha, and this is the scene from the second fight with Jiren where he does the same thing he does to Kefla, where he's bouncing up towards him, and instead of doing the flip, he's just doing the straight Kamehameha to Jiren's face. That's basically the ult for the sign version. So this ult has supreme damage. It has blast armor, which it charges forward. 25% to damage inflicted for 3 counts. The ultimate damage for 3 counts. Minus 100 to enemy sustained damage for 3 counts. Nullify endurance for 15 counts upon activation. Why is that a thing? I'm making them like Merge Zamasu in that regard, where Merge Zamasu has a longer effect for Nullify endurance. Now, I'm about to show y'all why I'm making Ultra Instinct cracked. Post-transform arts. The same striking blast in green, minus the gauge fill for green. The blue card. Instinctual rush is going to be when he does that, the dive-in punch where he does it and he masters Ultra Instinct, but the fight starts. And then once he passes the opponent, he does the combo to that punch. Basically, it's the 12 key from Dokkan Battle. That's basically what I want his blue card to be in this form. 40% to special move damage for 3 counts and reduces enemy key by 70% on hit. By 70 on hit. The ultimate will be Ultra Kamehameha. Again, it's that no change of name, but this is the scene from when Goku finished off Jiren. The uppercut, I want him to do like a lowered hit where it knocks him back down. And he does the Kamehameha that zooms in on his face and it blows Jiren away. Since it's an Ultra, it's not going to be an LF. Just note that. 50% to ultimate damage on activation, meaning it's twice as hard. It hits twice as hard as the pre-transform version of him. Same thing with the minus 100 enemy sustained damage cut for 5 counts instead. If enemy, and this is going to be the new thing I'm adding to this that is not in the game as of yet. If enemy has endurance or revives on the attack's hit, enemy health restoration minus 50%. Basically, if you have Revival Gohan, the future Gohan, if you have future Gohan and he activates his revive, he gets half of that health back. If it's Revival Gohan, he revives with half of the health he would get. That way, it's not an anti-revive, it's more like an anti-everything. If you get hit by this, you are coming back with less health. Regardless. Ultra ability. If the character is a leader, apply effect to self. 30% damage inflicted and 30% key recovery. Can't be canceled. If you are not the leader, applies the effects to allies per God Key or Universal Survival Saga support battle member. 5% damage inflicted and 5% key recovery up to 3. Z ability is going to be bizarre. 5% damage inflicted to Goku family, Sun family. And 45% to God Key, Sun family, and Universal Survival Saga base strike and blast attack during battle. And the Super Vegito effect, 15% to base health if they are both God Key and Sun family. Yes, Sun family. And he's red, meaning he's getting Zenkai buff from the red Gohan, meaning the toxicity shall rise and the Sun family meta will return. I am making this as toxic as physically possible. Goku's going to be a heavy hitter. I want him to have basically the whole meta shifted around him. He doesn't need any anti-anything. He is a hitting monster. He's gonna carry a strike and a blast for his, adding to the deck thing. Unique ability is gonna be outstanding. I want him to be basically a monster attacker. He's not gonna be gimped in stats like Ultra Instinct Sign. His defense is what one thing that you have to be careful for pre-transform, since he has no reduced damage at all. You want to protect him as much as possible. You want to initiate with him as much as possible. It encourages strike charging and blast charging, the charge step. So you need to fill that gauge up to get him to be tanky. If you get hit by him, I want his stats to be decent enough to where he's going to take a hit. So I want his defenses to be at 14 star, around 160, 170k defense. So he can at least take a hit without dying right away. You know what I'm saying? It encourages you to put a good bench as well. Cause if you don't have a good defensive bench, he's gonna get murdered. He has good equipment off the bat as a God Key, Universal Survivor Saga. He gets that unique platinum equipment that USS gets, and he gets that Goku equipment that gets that extra advantage recovery anyway, that he gets 50% of when he uses the main ability. So he is meant to be extremely technical, and if used right, he's going to be your hardest hitting unit in the game almost at this point, because he gets, as transformed, 90% the damage inflicted, which he's getting 40 on top of that by entering the battlefield, which I might have to make that time. Yeah, I'm making that time. I'm sorry, guys. Hold up. For 10 counts. So he's going to be hitting like a truck. And then he gets the strike one on top of the strike damage. Oh my god, man. If you have any unit that can get strikes in your hand, he's basically going to be obliterating half the meta. So let me know what you guys think of my Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku transforming unit. And if you have any ideas, drop it down in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter, any of that, and I will make a video about it. So until next time, guys, peace out.